I'm teaching you exactly how to read, and today we are looking at this word. We're going to start by identifying the vowel sounds, because if you can read the vowels, you can read the word. I see 1, 2, 3 vowels in this word, so we're going to start there. When we come to a vowel, we're going to do what I call the tap 2 rule to know if it's going to make its long sound or its short sound. The long sound of vowels are their name. So the long sound of A is A. The long sound of E is E, I, O, and U. The short sounds are their most common sounds. For A, E, I, O, U, the short sounds are A, E, A. Now to determine if it's going to make its long or its short sound, we're going to do what I call the tap 2 rule, which is when you look at the next 2 letters. If either one of them is another vowel, then the vowel that you are on will probably say its name or make its long sound. Conversely, if the next 2 letters are consonants, then the vowel that you are on will probably make its short sound. So because this E has 2 consonants after it, it's going to make its short sound and say eh. Now the short sound for E is often confused with the short sound for I. The sounds are very similar, so I want to talk to you about the mouth shape so that you can make sure that that sound comes out correctly. The shape that your mouth should be in when it makes the E, the eh sound, is a medium width. Your mouth is open medium width. Eh. Any bigger, and it would be an an A. We don't want that. Any smaller, and it would be an I. That's an I. We don't want that. So we want your mouth open medium width, and the sound should come out correctly. Like exit, or elephant, or elbow. So let's do the same thing with this E. There are 2 consonants after it, so it's also going to make its short sound. Now this I has 1 consonant and then a space. That still qualifies to be a short sound, because in order for it to be its long sound, it would have a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. There's not another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots, so it's going to make its short sound and say I. Remember, the sound for I is made with your mouth long, wide, and narrow. It's like a grin shape. Your teeth are only open enough that a piece of paper can come through. I, as in or igloo. Different than So we have I. It's really important to get those sounds right, so I would recommend practicing those by making sure that your mouth is in the correct shape. Hold a mirror in front of you if you want. Make sure that you have an open medium width and an I opened narrowly. Now let's look at these C's. There's 3 of them here, and C's can make 2 different sounds. It can make its hard sound, k, where your tongue is kicking off against the back of your throat. K. It's just air though, don't say ka. The hard sound for C is k. The soft sound for C sounds like an S, but that doesn't happen very often. There are 26 letters in the alphabet, and C will make its hard sound if 23 of them come after that C, most of the time. So if C is followed by any letter other than an E, an I, or a Y, it will make its hard sound and say k. It will only make its soft sound s if one of these 3 letters is after it. So 23 out of 26 times, C is going to say k. Now I want to tell you what these other sounds are, just to make sure that you are articulating them correctly. This L is pronounced with your tongue going up behind your top teeth, and it stays there. Oh. This T is a voiceless sound. There is no voice used, only air. It's kind of a spitting sound. T, t. So now that we know what each letter in this word is going to say, we're going to place a dot underneath each one. This is what I call pencil reading. This will tell our brain that we know exactly what each grapheme, or letter, is going to say and in what order. And then when we go to blend it, it will be nice and organized. Now to blend this word, I'm going to do what's called successive blending, where you blend just 2 sounds, go back to the beginning, blend them again and add just 1 new sound, go back to the beginning, blend them again and add just 1 new sound. This makes only 2 chunks that you are reading at a time. You have that first chunk, you're going to add just 1 new sound, then you're going to read just that chunk and add just 1 new sound. It looks like this. Ek, eckle, eckle, eclec, eclect, eclecti, eclectic, eclectic. That is not an easy word to read or pronounce. This L is going to make it a little on the difficult side to read because L's kind of make words hard to read sometimes. Same with R's and N's. So I want you to focus on this sound right here when you pronounce it. Make sure it stays in the right spot. And then when you read it, it should sound like eclectic. Eclectic. Now, if you want to join me in reading about 100 of these, plus hundreds of nonsense words that you've never seen before, then I invite you to join me in my adult reading class. The information is in my profile. Or I have free lessons on YouTube if you want to join me there for more. I'll see you in the next video.